Hey, thought I'd come to this one in my most vulnerable state with no makeup on. I am gonna do my lashes up right now. I saw this video of this person talking about how they have no attachment to the way that they look, and they took their wig off and they're like, I could take my wig off right now and I don't feel anything about it, but you could call somebody ugly and they'd kill themselves.
Perspective is such a crazy thing to me because I don't really care about how I look. I can take my wig off right now and I don't feel anything about my face at all, and I don't have any attachment to my physical appearance. But someone out there, you can call them ugly, they would kill themselves. And that's insane to me.
I was really sitting here thinking about it, and I was like, I think that if you came to me when I was like 13 years old and told me that I was ugly, I probably would have wanted to kill myself. I actually think that now I'm at the point in my life where I don't have any attachment to the way that I look, at all. I have a lot of girl friends who talk about how it's hard for them to go out in public without wearing makeup. I think that the reason that maybe I don't share that exact same perspective, which is not me saying like I don't need makeup to be beautiful, blah blah blah, this and that, because I don't think that I'm better than anyone for not wanting to wear makeup. It's more just like I didn't grow up wearing makeup until I was 16 years old, and even then it wasn't like full face or a 14-step routine or anything like that. It was like concealer and then like maybe blush, like literally maybe blush. I think I just kind of grew up with this notion that like I looked the way I looked, I couldn't alter it because I didn't want to wear makeup when I was younger because I was broke. I kind of had this idea growing up that like I just had to get comfortable with the way that my face looked and the way that I naturally appeared as a person, which I feel like was exposure therapy to the max, because I did eventually just get comfortable with my face. For a long time I was not comfortable with my face. In middle school I struggled a lot with the way that I looked. When I was younger I struggled a lot with the way that my body looked. Like I had this specific memory of this one girl who now she's really sweet and like she's really kind-hearted, but I remember I was in the cafeteria in a circle with all my friends. All of a sudden, this girl goes, yeah, but Kaylee, you know that people only like you because your butt is really big, right? Huh? Okay, obviously now I know that I have like a very extremely large butt, okay? Like I'm not gonna sugarcoat it or dance around it. Growing up, for some reason, I didn't process that my butt was kind of big. So she said this to me. I was like, damn, what the fuck? Like, you guys actually notice that my butt is big and that's the only reason that you guys like me? And then from that point on, I really struggled with the concept that if I was not born blessed with a big butt, would anyone talk to me or would anyone like me? And that was something that I had a hard time with for a lot of my life, especially when it came to boys and things like that, because men tend to be very obvious in their intentions and what they find interesting about you. And if a man likes your personality, it's so obvious, it's not hard to tell at all. But when a man is only talking to you because of your appearance or something like that, it's way easier to tell. Before I was wearing makeup and I was like insecure about my face, when guys would talk to me, I had this idea where I was like, okay, well, obviously my face is not what's keeping them around and my personality can't possibly be enough. So they're obviously only talking to me because of my body. Eventually I kind of got to junior year and I did start wearing makeup. And funnily enough, wearing makeup is kind of what made me realize that like I was a lot more comfortable in the way that I looked and realized that I actually don't really care about what other people think about my appearance going out. I realized once I started wearing a lot of makeup, once I started putting on makeup to do things that I normally wouldn't have put on makeup for back when I first started doing it, I kind of realized that like it did feel like a hindrance and an extra stress on activities that I didn't used to think twice about. Like I'm the type of person where I very much act for convenience. Like I'm so type B, it's not even funny. So I don't like doing extra things and extra steps for like outcomes that don't really benefit me. Like right now I'm doing my lashes because the benefit is that I can film TikTok videos and I will like the way my lashes look in that. But I'm not doing my lashes because I want necessarily other people to like the way that they look. Like, I don't really give a fuck like if anybody likes the way that my lashes look or not. I think that once you start truly doing things for yourself, not feeling so much pressure around things that don't need to have stress on them, it's such a freeing experience. Because being overly concerned about my face or if I look nice in that picture, I really hated the way my nose looked growing up when I would smile, because like it like sticks down like that, and I used to think that that was so ugly for some reason. I'm not walking around looking at the way other people's noses look when they smile and going ugh. So I realized that I don't give a fuck enough to do that to other people, then people should not give a fuck enough to do it to me. And if they do give a fuck enough to do it to me, they care too much. And I don't let my life be affected by people who care too much about things. When it comes to things that I realize are made up to cause stress for no reason, I have a hard time caring about them, you know? Once I kind of realized that, like, once looksmaxxing started coming in is when I started realizing that I don't give a fuck. Because I remember talking to this girl that I was friends with at the time. It was back in like my freshman year, and no one was really saying the word mogging. That was a really foreign word to me. So when she started talking about mogging and like jowls and negative canthal tilt and like all this other bullshit, I started realizing, like, not only do I not care to learn this new vocab, I would never care enough to notice this on other people and think that they are not attractive for not having any of these things. When I started realizing that looksmaxxing was mainly geared towards men and harboring insecurities that they could put forth on other people to make them feel ugly, I was like, damn, I actually don't give a fuck at all. Because a man could come to me, to my face, and tell me something that he does not like about me, and I'd be like, I don't give a shit. You're literally making up these things to be insecure about. People are like, once I realized that I have a negative canthal tilt, upper jowl dysfunction, dysmorphia, backwards backflip fart on your face, I realized that I could actually improve that by going on every peptide ever. Like, I can't even properly advise for how to accurately get past having too much of an attachment to your appearance, because I think that it takes some sort of vile event happening to you for you to realize that, like, nothing actually matters. Honestly, that's the only way that I got over bullshit like my appearance and stuff like that. I don't know, I think everybody needs to go through junior year for this message to really stick. It's so hard being on the internet now and being a girl, because you see like so many advertisements for like peptides and weight loss pills, and girls do it because they feel like it's essential to being able to live life. And unfortunately, sometimes they're right. The way men will treat you when you're perceived as attractive versus not attractive is so insane. Back when I was in middle school and I was ugly, which actually just makes me so sad, like looking back on pictures of me in middle school, because I was a cute little chud. Like, I would never call me ugly now, but whatever. The way I got treated was so drastically different to when I started carrying myself with a lot more confidence, and when I had my like glow up era in high school. When guys started perceiving me as attractive, I was treated with so much more respect and like human decency to when I was ugly. So like, I remember seeing this clip from that girl, I think her name is Paris, on TikTok. She was talking about like the only reason women wear makeup is to do it for other people. No matter what you say, you're not doing it for yourself. I'll say for me, like, at least partially, that's true. I do my makeup when I go to work, not because I want people to view me as attractive, but because I want to seem put together so I get more tips. Like, I'm doing it for other people, but my reason at the end is like still self-serving. So I kind of didn't like that take to begin with. Also, I actually would not blame anyone for doing actions to improve their appearance to get treated better in society, because women and the respect and decency that they're treated with is entirely based on how attractive you are deemed to men. If you're like me, who doesn't like to go through extra struggles and like make your life harder in any way possible, sometimes you have to weigh out your options and weigh what makes your life harder. Is it being perceived as unattractive by men and not doing makeup every day? Or is it, and being treated badly because they think you're unattractive? That's very important because they're fucking evil. Or is it taking the extra 45 minutes every morning to do your makeup? to do your makeup so that you get treated with respect and decency. Those are the choices that you have to weigh as a woman every day, unfortunately, and it's fucking sick because that girl Paris is beautiful. It's almost privileged to think that like some people won't get treated worse and have their lives negatively affected, but like that is a reality for some people, and like that is something that they have to deal with every day. And if wearing makeup is the only way to make life like bearable for the time period until we can fortunately sometime in the near future have a big change in the way society views women, if that's the only way to get through it until then like that's okay. If the world was perfect, I could change it and wake up tomorrow and men would all have to shut the fuck up about whatever opinions they had about women's appearances, and they couldn't bring down women based on making them feel bad about their looks. But obviously the world is not perfect in my eyes, so I can't make that happen. Until then, I just will continue not really giving a fuck about what other people think about the way I look. There's nothing to be embarrassed about going out in public with the bonnet on. There's nothing to be embarrassed about wearing your ugliest outfit. There's nothing to be embarrassed about having eye bags or having acne. Like, take it all in. Take it all in, okay? It's normal. It's intrinsic to being a human to be imperfect. You don't have to look perfect just because other people demand that from you. Whatever. That was can you guys like fucking hear when my chin keeps like slamming into this microphone? I'm trying a new lash glue, so that was a really fucking stressful experience. No, it's not hypocritical for me to be doing my lashes while talking about this. I'm doing these lashes because I fucking bought them from TikTok shop, and even if I don't, I'm not really the biggest fan. Like, I spent $20 on this shit, so they gonna work. All women are beautiful, and I support every women's right and wrong. Now, everybody go follow the gram, go follow the TikTok. Thank you. I'll catch you on the flip side. Love you guys.